Hello guys, and welcome to Gaming with Gibo. Today, for some reason my mic sounds very deep. We'll sort it out. Today, I've come across a game that's free to play, that it's one of my favourite things to do in real life, and free. I think, personally, it's fucking awesome. So I'm going to be, as I always say, going to be playing this game more often. I've done a couple of videos in the past that you've probably seen, and I've said that I'm going to carry on doing them, which I haven't done. I just, I will play them eventually, and I will do more videos on them, but I just like swapping games and trying out new things. But anyhow, I thought I'd jump in this and show you what this is. And it's a free-to-play game on Steam. It's called Russian Fishing 4. Now, I've played Dovetail Fishing. I've played some others. Enjoyed them. But this is more realistic to me. It's a simulator. So you basically have to work hard. You catch fish. You sell the fish. You earn the money. You buy new equipment. Equipment breaks. And so on and so forth. So, I'll just show you. This is when you first go in the game. It will bring you straight away into it, like a map, a lake, a pit, or whatever, and it'll give you the option to do a tutorial. I would recommend to do that. It doesn't really show you that much, so hopefully this video will show you a few bits and bobs. I am new, so there's probably still a lot on here for me to learn. But at the moment, if I press escape, you will see here, the first place it takes you, I believe, I can't remember now, is the cottage pond. Do a bit of a tutorial, and then it tells you, I can't believe you've got chickens in the background, then it tells you to go and get your free bamboo stick and a spinning rod equipment. And I can't remember if it was on that map when you do your tutorial, or a part way through the tutorial it tells you to come to Mosquito Lake. This is where I am. No, I'm not. I'm on wind. I think I'm on that. Right, let's go to where. So you can travel from one map to the other as much as you like. At the moment, I've only got 3 open. You have to reach a certain level to unlock the rest. So yeah, we'll just get into this one and we'll show you what it's like. So we have arrived at Mosquito Lakes. This is probably going to be the second map that you'll come to. And I believe what you do, what it reminds you can do this once a day. Is you come over to one of these buildings. You have to find out which one it is, but this is the tackle shop. Press E. Actually, no. Tell a lie, sorry. Bear with me. Where is the house? You know what? It isn't on this map. It is on the... Yes, it is. Right, we're not going to go to it, but at the cottage pond, it will tell you to go to the house and basically just look for a wooden cottage like that. And then press Y and G. Y, I think, is for your bamboo, and G is for your spinning rod. You are equipped with a whip as well. I believe it's that one. You don't get no reel or anything with it. It is basically a whip. You just whip it out and fish. So from there, we'll try and show you a few little basics, and then I want to get some fishing doing, because I want to see if I can grow on this, try and get a higher level, be able to get bigger fish and so on, and do some videos on it. Here's the fish market. So obviously, as soon as you caught some fish, which I have, these are the fish I've caught recently. I can sell them. Simple as that. If you come up here at the top left, you can select them all. It'll tell me I'll get, I'd say £10 and 53, or $10 53. Doesn't seem much, to be honest. I've got 17 at the moment, so I could add that on if I want to. But there is a way of making a bit more money, which is if you go to the cafe, that's the boat station. There is a grocery store to get food and energy drinks and all sorts. Administration and ATM. Here's cafe, right. This is basically, this is how I believe it. I'm not too sure. Someone did help me a little bit. This is what the cafe is wanting. You know, they want you to go and catch this particular fish at this in this time for that amount of money. So, like, what have I got? What have I got? Have I got any cruise? It's white bean rough. Cruising carp. I've actually probably got none of these. I have got a Gibo carp. If I click on that, oh no, mine doesn't match it. Come on now. But anyway, if you had this particular fish, it says like quantity 2 pieces. I've got 92 minutes, which it says order expires in 3 days and 20 hours. The weight has to be between 30 grams and 189 grams. So you basically give the cafe 2 of those, and they'll give you $3.64, £3.64. I believe that's what it means. I've not entirely done it yet, but this is a quicker way. So, like, here you go, cruising carp. If I caught 6 cruise carp between those weight, I get 31. Now, I'm not too sure. I think that you can make a little bit more money off that, but they change every day or every so often. Like, some of them have only got, like, it's got 21 hours, 20 hours left, 6 hours left. So as soon as that goes off, there'll be a new one that pops up. What else? What else? Hardware store. Let's see what this is. I've not done anything with the hardware store yet, so I'm not too entirely sure of what these things do. What else? Oh, you got a field kitchen, which you can eat some food, and you can do this once a day. As I might be able to do it now, because I am running low on food, as you can see at the bottom left. There you go, succeeded. I'm eating. And as you can tell, my food is gradually going up. The bottom left of the screen is my level. Underneath that is your progression bar. It fills up, and it also tells you, like it says, I got 345 XP out of 0.8k, so 800. So as soon as I reach 800, I'll go to level 5. Bottom right is your compass. The 7262, I ain't a buggery on what that is. Above that, you have a little icon that says a fish. That's your keep net. I've got a limit of 100. I can put 100 fish in my keep net, and at the moment I've got 17. So I can just keep adding more and try and earn some more money. I might have to sell some soon if I need more stuff. Right, you've got a workshop where I ain't a bloody clue. I'm guessing if one of your items breaks, you can fix it. Ain't a clue. So what's over here? The administration, I'm not too sure. ATM's just buying coins. Got 300 silver coins. You can pay with either whatever that is. Gold coins. I'm assuming you have to pay for those. I think you do get them if you get premium or something like that. Right, this is probably one of the things that you need to look at when you come onto a lake, because it will tell you what records are in the lake. I'm assuming there was a part where it actually shows you what's in the lake, and like what different types of fish, and I can't figure out where the hell to find it. If anybody wants to enlighten me with anything, particularly with this game, to help me along, then please comment in the description, because I would highly appreciate it as well. Hold on a minute, let's just see what is the biggest fish. A bleaket. Huh? That can't be the 108 grams. Is that it? Hold on a minute, 4 kilo. Are we by weight? Right, it's not in order, is it? This can't be. Maybe that's the biggest bleak. Date, points, water body, weight, name, leaderboards of this week, winners of this week. What's this? Leaderboards. Alright, well, we still don't really understand that. Grocery store, kind of things you can get. A lot of carrots. You obviously want to try and get the cheapest stuff. Food wise, more food, drinks. You would like you want drinks because your energy goes down as well, and your energy is the top bar, the bottom left. You've got your energy, your food, your health. I take it, and then the bottom one's the weather. So I'm guessing how hot you are and how cold you are, because I've had that drop all the way down when it's been pissing down with raining. I don't know how you can help yourself with that. I even ran and tried to get under cover. It doesn't work. So maybe someone could tell me about that as well. But yeah, on this lake, that's about it. So what you need to do now is pick a spot. So this is called pier or pier, however they want to say it. And when you come to a place on the lake, you can chat to members online. So it is a multiplayer game. You don't see them. You can just chat with them, and they're basically playing at the same spot you are. So if I move to a different spot, I'd be able to chat to the people that are online on that spot. So if I press Q to open the chat, it tells me that I'm at pier with 44 other players. So I can click on the players, and it tells me who's here. I can message them if I want to. Basically just chat with these. It also comes up telling you who's caught what, at what weight, and it also tells you if they've consumed something to eat. And I can need to take that off options really, because I don't really care that someone's eating. Top right's the time and the weather. I'm trying to do this before it goes dark. To be honest, I think I started the video when it went dark, so this is not too bad. So what we're going to do here is I'll show you what you start off with, because this is where you usually go. So if I press I for inventory and go with the whip, and this is what happens, and this is where you can put your stuff. So I could actually put a leader. Using the leader ability is required. Oh, I need the ability for it. Right, okay. So add your line. These are all fishing lines. So I've put other line I've got. Pick your float. Let's see, I've got feather floats. I've put one of those on. Just a hook. You know, you got all these different things. Size 14 and all that weight. What kind of bait I want to put on? So we're just going to stick with maggot. Optional, won't let me do it. What are these? You know what? I've not even looked at all this bit before. Anyway, all you do is pick up, and it puts it in your hand. Simple as that. Now, what I like about this game is it's just when you're actually trying to fish, it's so easy. So with this, it won't go that far out because I don't have a reel. But if I press the left mouse button, you will basically cast it, and determine when you let go of how far the bar goes up is for how far it's going to go. But because I'm going to go straight out, which isn't going to go far now, I might as well do the whole bar. Plus, I'll hold shift as well, because that gives you a little bit more boost. So if I hold this down, see it goes over to 93%, hold shift, and just let go, give it a bit of a cast. It's a bit rubbish. But if I press Z, so Z is to zoom in, Z for zoom, and I can have a look at the float. Now I've done this, and I've not set the depth, which I should have done. Which this is basically the tutorial that you'll be given at the start of the game. So there's going to be a lot of times on this video I'm probably going to just sit here and wait until I get a bite or a fish, and I'll cut the video up. But the one thing you need to know is, up to now, with the amount of fish I've caught that have not been too big, you don't have to strike. All you do is, when you get a bite, is press the left mouse button and keep your finger on it to reel it in. But because this is a whip, it will just raise the rod and bring it in, because I can't reel in, obviously. And I might be in a terrible spot here, but the whole point in this game is so much like real life. You know, you could sit here for ages and not even get a bite. You've got to make sure you you're using the right bait. You're putting bait in, like ground bait. Trying to find the right spots. Trying to find where the fish are. There we go, we've got a bite there. And yeah, you just got to work it out. And then the depth as well, if you want, if they're at the bottom. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Hopefully I've explained, you know, some of the stuff. There's still a lot more to talk about. Is that one taking it there? Is that the wind? Oh, yeah, another bite. Come on. No, it's try. Oh, there we go. Is it going up? Go on. Under. Oh. Do we have one? We have a fish. There we go. Cruising carp, 188 grams. Usually makes this sound and everything when you catch one, but I'm not too sure why it didn't then. So what happens here, it basically tells you how much XP points you've just earned for catching that fish. And this is for your skill level, I believe. So 1.8%. I think that's my skill level at the moment, and it's just gone up by 0.2. Correct me if I'm wrong, like I said. You can release it if you want, but you need the money. So I don't see why you would want to release it. So you press space or keep to put it in your keep net. No. And it probably says release, because if you've got a keep net full and you want to keep obviously the best stuff, you want to release the other stuff. Maybe that's the reason why. What else? Right, the depth. What I should have told you before we put it in. As you can see, where the float is, all the way up there, and the bait is down here. If you press the plus and minus sign on the number pad, you'll see the depth. Now, what I'm going to do is go down to 1 meter. And we're going to try that. So we're not on the bottom, because obviously we've just brought it down. So we're going to use shift and left button again to cast out. There we go. Z to zoom in. And let's hope for the best. Now usually I'd go and try and fish somewhere like the side of the rushes. We got a bite already. But yeah, just cast anywhere and hope for the best. Now I have been sat here for a few hours now, yesterday and today, playing with this game. Oh, there you go. We've got a bite. We've got a better fish. Or is it going to be smaller? It looks like a little tiddlers. Little pasty, 137 grams. Is that around about the same as what I just had? 0.2 again. So yeah. Other things I'm going to try and tell you now is you can always press F1 for help. It tells you your buttons. Some of the key shortcuts take you straight to places, but if you just press escape, you can also get there by this. So you can set your messages, your inventory, which we've had a look at. Let's just show you. There's my rods. There's my reel, my line. This is basically the stuff that I'm not using at the moment. And you know, I've got another reel, I've got another line, another lure that's obviously already on one of these rods. So yeah, that's the inventory. Keep net, you know, which is C. I don't know if I've said that. C is keep net. So if I go back, click C, it shows you keep net. Skills. I'm not too sure what the. I think it's a 0 or O, letter O. Yeah. Now skills. I'm not actually quite sure, but it says to redistribute ability points between different skills, you're given the option to return all invested ability points in. Please note the feature is granted only once free of charge. So will be returned 3 points. So this is just telling me that I can get my points back free of charge. Now what I've done is I've gone on spin fishing and I've added 2 points to using a spinning reel and 1 for fishing with a spinning rod. So if you click on it, you can add a point there, add another point, unlock, add it, unlock, add, you know, and gradually earn more abilities. So this is like casting distance and accuracy at 5%, control of fish 3%. So you can just make your character a lot better. And you can add them everywhere you want. Feed is where you can get your ground bait and stuff from. You know, if you're feed fishing, or you just want to throw some stuff in. Crafting, I'm not too sure about this yet. You can craft a lot of bait and ground bait. And I've also found out that, see, I can't craft some of this stuff because it's locked. But if I had the ingredients to, I could then send those ingredients and ask someone else who's online to see, who has that unlocked, to make it for me, and then send it me back. I've been told that you can do that. Stats is obviously stats, records, ratings, not too sure what that is, and competitions. If we go to competitions, it will tell you what's coming up today or whenever. So you can buy in. Some of them buy in, some of them are free, like this one here, YouTube 7 good cara. I don't even know what that is. It just tells you the rules, and you can join it if you like. Ratings. I think people can rate other people, I'm assuming, not sure. Records. This is just like that record board that we saw before. If I go to my stats, it's going to tell you your record catch, which is mine, 734 grams, and it was a cruising carp. Your record catch, your float tackle, so that was my biggest, basically that one, on a float. This is my biggest, with a spinning tackle, which was a 614 gram perch. I'm a bit gutted you can't change the weight, because I'd like it to be in ounces and pounds, just like, you know, that's what I do in real life. And bottom fishing tackle, so that's you know, like a ledger and a hook, bite alarm basically. So that's my record catch, which was a carp, a Gibo carp. The strongest contestant was a perch, which was that bloody thing. Maximum experience was that also, and the biggest amount of silver was just a 377 gram. And I'm not too sure why. Like I said, there's different. I think there's different prices all the time. Yeah, excuse me. Now, tell me how much XP I've earned, how many days in the game. It says 6 days, which that's totally wrong. I'm assuming it means days of the game's time, because I've only played this since yesterday. And I think every hour equivalents to an hour in our time equivalents to a day in the game's time. So if it says 6 days, I've played for 6 hours, I'm assuming. That's how much I need to achieve the next level. Broken rods, I didn't even know that was possible, but at least I know now. Even though we did go to the workshop before, where you could probably mend them. I don't know if you can. Broken reels. Record catch for one day was 9. 34 fish caught, 2 lost. Total weight for the day is 2.4 kilo, and I've played in 1 competition. I can't actually have a look. I came 82nd in like 250 people, which wasn't too bad. So that is that, I think, for this part. Settings, quick out, map. So you can also have a look at your map, which there isn't a suitable map in this backpack. And yeah. So what I'm going to do is, I know it's a bit of a boring video telling you how to play and stuff, but the tutorial doesn't show you all this. Well, I don't think it did. So I just thought I'd do this video. I'll just put something, you know, like basic information for this first video. And then I'm going to go and make a second video soon of me with better equipment, hopefully catching better fish, and just having a bit more enjoyable time on the game, instead of just doing a walkthrough of how to, you know, a tutorial. But if there's anything else that I've missed out, I'm sure I'll come up with it in the next video whilst I'm playing. I've got a really bad chest at the moment and throat, so I apologise for that. But yeah, just keep up with your food and your energy. like I said, the energy on the bottom does drop when you're playing a fish, because obviously you need energy. I think it runs down as well when you're cold or wet or something. I'm not really too sure. There's also this thing at the bottom here. It says tackle ready for casting. There's a bar. Now that does play a big role when you're actually proper fishing with a reel. You can see your bite marks and everything on there, and that's what I follow. Now there is these little icons at the top, and I don't know what this means up to yet. You've got like a warning. I can't use my mouse. If you just look on his red arm, on the right arm, on his red top, you'll see there's like a warning label, a kilogram, weight, and a hook. Does that mean that's what? That's on my line? You know, I've got a hook, weight coming. You know, I've got some weights on my line. I don't know, but there's usually more stuff than that as well when I get bigger equipment. So I will show you that in the next video. So hopefully you enjoy, guys. You know, if you don't want to, if you already know the basics and that, then this video is probably not for you, obviously. But make sure you check out my new videos, because I'm going to see if I can start growing and growing and growing and making better videos, and see if I can get higher level and better equipment, bigger fish, and you lot come along and with, you know, see the journey. So before I go, just for the sake of it, let's catch another fish, and then we'll call this video a cut. And that's not a bad cast, to be honest. And hopefully we'll get something decent. If it's something little, it doesn't matter, does it? At least you catch. That's all about fishing. Doesn't really matter. It's at least you're having fun. You get a lot of people moaning on this game saying, I've not caught anything for ages. You know, you could be sat here for hours and still not catch. You just got to make sure you use the right equipment, the right spots, and just try different things. See, I could be sat here for ages and not even have a bite. I'll also go more into detail of the tackle shop and maybe the food shop when on the next video. I'll show you what kind of rods and reels and what kind of equipment you would need. And we will probably mainly be spinning on the next video. There we go, we got a bite. Is this going to be a good fish? Are you going to take it? You know you want to. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I think it's going to be a bit of a better fish. 294 Gibo carp. And look at that. Gorgeous fish for the ending of this video. 32 XP points earned. And yeah. Can't go wrong with that, eh? So, oh, also there's a boat. You can rent them out. You pay, you know, just to rent them out, I'm guessing, for the day or for so long. But that is Mosquito Lake. And that is the basics of the game. There's probably a lot more stuff I've not told you, but like I said, I'll show you in the future videos. But I hope you enjoyed. Drop me a like if you did. If you didn't, just make sure you check out my other videos, please. And also, you know, if you like my content, subscribe and click the notifications for when I upload more videos. So, thanks for coming along, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Laters.